Hello everyone. And if you've come to this video, it means you really want to know what he or she thinks about you. I want to tell you that this doesn't necessarily have to be a reading about your romantic partner. You can think of anyone here, whether it's your colleague, maybe some acquaintance, maybe you've recently met this person, or perhaps it's a close friend or a relative. It doesn't matter. The important thing is that we'll be doing a general reading where you'll find out how this person feels about you and whether he or she thinks about you at all. Before you, you see 4 decks of cards, and each one corresponds to one of the reading options. There will be 4 readings in total, and you can choose a number from 1 to 4. Look closely at these decks, think about the person you want to learn about, and try to read their hidden thoughts. After that, carefully examine the decks and choose the one that draws you in, the one that seems to hold the answer to your question. So, pick the first, second, third, or fourth deck. Next, for each option, I will lay out your reading. First, we'll look at what this person is like energetically, and you will listen to my words to see if what I describe matches your person. If you feel that it resonates with you and seems accurate, then keep listening to what I'll say about what's on this person's mind regarding you. If something doesn't feel like it's about you or doesn't resonate, don't worry. There's nothing wrong with that since this is a general reading. Perhaps you'll end up choosing a different deck, and another deck might better align with what this person is thinking about you. And if none of it fits, don't worry. In future videos, you might find something that will speak to your soul. So take a close look at the decks, choose the option that feels right to you, and we'll begin with option number 1. So, in front of you is deck number 1. Think carefully and feel the person you want to know the truth about. Now, I'll shuffle this deck, and first we'll explore what this person is like energetically, and then we'll delve into the depths of their mind. I would say this person is quite bright and loves attention. Maybe someone who likes to be a leader, always ahead, always winning, and achieving their goals. Perhaps in your relationship, he or she has won you over in some way, and this person comes across as ambitious and attractive, always the center of attention. I want to point out that this person is also quite stable in life, financially secure. Based on these cards, I'd say it's possible this person works with you, or perhaps they're financially linked to you in some way. But in life, this person is financially well off and stable. They give off the impression of having everything they need. They're resourceful, positive, and very energetically attractive, making you feel like you want to be near them. That's probably what drew you to this person in the first place. Let's now see if they're thinking about you at all, and if so, what this person has on their mind. I'd say this person likely doesn't think about you very much, or maybe not at all. Honestly, it seems like he doesn't even notice you. Looking at the combination of these cards, it feels like you are more drawn to him. You want to be near him. You like his charisma, his strong energy, the fullness that makes you want to be around him, hoping he'll pay attention to you. This person usually enjoys being the center of attention, having others make the first move to communicate with him, so he can boost his ego and assert his attractiveness. And if we talk about whether he thinks about you, he might do so occasionally, only when you happen to meet and he sees you in person, or he might not even notice you much at all. Let's take a look, Since this is the situation we see, whether there is any potential for the development of these relations in the future, whether he might notice you or pay more attention to you. I want to tell you that, unfortunately, these relationships will end without ever really beginning. It's as if this person came into your life to show you that not all people are worthy of your attention, and that some people remain merely objects of your admiration. The real lesson here is for you to recognize your own value. Don't chase after someone trying to attract their attention. Instead, turn inward and understand that you are valuable and can be the bright, charismatic person who attracts attention from others. In this reading, I see major arcana cards, which indicate that this situation in your life isn't accidental. It's meant to teach you something. The final card, the Six of Pentacles in the bottom right corner, points to finding your worth and realizing that you can shine, even outshine others, without needing anyone's attention. So don't be upset. Everything always happens for the best. And perhaps after you realize this, your life will change dramatically in the best possible way. For those who chose deck number 2, focus on the person you've chosen as we're about to do the reading for them. Let's see who they are energetically. I'd say this is a rather strong, self-satisfied man. I have a clear feeling that this is indeed a man. Perhaps you work together, or he could be your long-term partner with whom you've been in a relationship for a while. He's stable, disciplined, and values hard work. He's the kind of person who spends a lot of time at work, paying attention to material wealth and earning money. However, he also knows how to maintain balance in life. He balances his work, earnings, and personal time well, knowing how to enjoy life, celebrate, and socialize. You might even envy him for this ability to present himself in such a way. Let's now see what he thinks about you and whether he thinks about you at all. My first impression is that you are in a stable relationship with this person, one that has lasted for a long time. If this is your situation, I'd say everything is going well. He thinks about you, values your relationship, and if you are at a stage where you're dating but not yet living together or married, he's considering proposing to you, creating a real family with all the next steps: marriage, children. He likely wants to take on a leading role, where the man provides and takes care of his woman. I have a strong sense that this is about a man. If you're watching this reading and you've just met or are actively communicating, I'd say he's interested in you, thinks about you, and wants to continue your relationship. He sees you with respect and has feelings for you. When he thinks about you, he imagines you together as a couple. He would likely want to suggest something more serious in the near future. So you're quite fortunate. This man seems serious about you, and I congratulate you on that. Let's now take a look at how your relationship will continue, how he will act, and what might await you. The cards show that there's a possibility things may not progress as expected due to his heavy workload. As we recall, this person values hard work, his job, and his status. He may simply lack the time or resources to invest fully in your relationship and continue developing it actively. Although he has the desire and the thought is there, external circumstances beyond his control and yours may hinder the development of your relationship. He might tell you he wants to take things further or move to the next level, but external factors, perhaps something related to his job or life, might force him to delay moving forward. But I'd advise you not to be discouraged and to see this as a test of your union's strength, of your love's resilience. Give him the chance to handle things, and I believe everything will continue in a positive direction. Now, I strongly feel like drawing a card for you as advice on how to approach this period in the most resourceful way to overcome the challenges that may lie ahead. I'd say you should focus on maintaining stability in your relationship. Try to fully enjoy what you have. Approach any events with care and understanding, and avoid making any sudden decisions or changes that could disrupt the flow of your relationship. Just continue your communication and support the person next to you. I think things will definitely work out, as the cards show that he is worthy of your attention. Good luck in this relationship, and may everything work out in the best way possible. For those who chose deck number 3, think carefully about the person you've chosen. Now we'll shuffle the deck and see who this person is energetically. This person is truly multifaceted. On one hand, he is disciplined and stable, someone who can be quite focused on work, investing in his development, working hard, and climbing the career ladder. But on the other hand, he's someone who takes everything life has to offer, who is active and has a dynamic life approach. He is driven, loves to enjoy life, relax, and find pleasure in it. At the same time, he allows himself to feel emotions. This person is multifaceted. At one moment, he can be serious and meticulous at work, then have fun and enjoy himself. And at another, he can be sensitive, empathetic, and even cry. Judging by this description, I'd say this feels like a close friend of yours. Interestingly, this is the third deck I'm looking at, and while I was able to clearly identify the gender of the person in previous readings, here it feels like it could go either way, 50-50. This person could be a man or a woman. So focus more on the energy I've described and how it aligns with someone close to you, perhaps even your partner, someone with whom you are either in a relationship or have recently met. Let's now see if this person is thinking about you, and if so, what exactly they are thinking. It seems like right now this person has adopted a defensive stance in their thoughts about you. Perhaps there was a recent disagreement or verbal altercation where some harsh words were exchanged, or maybe you made some remarks to each other. Or it could just be that you misunderstood each other, and now in their mind, they're feeling tense and uncertain about you. I'd say they think about you a lot, but their thoughts are centered on defending themselves, on proving that they are right in whatever argument or conflict you both were involved in. It's as if they want to prove something to you, maybe even win this mental battle, but they aren't expressing it actively, because they're unsure if it's worth it to continue reacting negatively toward you or proving their point. I'd even say there's some anger involved here. Yes, there's anger and a strong need to stand their ground and protect themselves. This person is very tense and thinking a lot about what happened between you two. Let's now look at how they will behave moving forward and whether their attitude toward you will change. I kept this card for a reason, the one that appeared unexpectedly in the spread, because when a card appears unexpectedly, it means that the universe and the higher forces want to give you a message or show you something important. Let's first focus on the cards that fell, showing how the person you're asking about will act next. Then, I'll explain why that particular card appeared. From what I see, this person will reach out to you soon, and it's likely to happen quite unexpectedly, in a moment in time when you least expect them to approach you. They may come, call, or text, and I get the sense that it will be either a phone call or a message with a surprising proposal to put an end to your argument, to finally figure things out, and perhaps find some kind of compromise, a solution to your conflict. I don't see them acting out of anger or trying to be harsh, to prove something forcefully. I believe this person will calm down, collect themselves, and reach out to you in a peaceful manner to resolve what happened between you. Now, as for the strength card that fell, which I set aside, it wants to tell you that you should gather your own strength and patience in this relationship with this person who has been on your mind so much. Don't respond with aggression, and don't try to prove anything either. Instead, think about how valuable and important this person is to you. Do you want to reconcile and move forward in the relationship? Or are you more focused on proving your point or feeling guilty? Consider the current situation as more of a test for your friendship, your relationship, or your connection, which will show how strong your bond is and how much you truly care for this person. You see, they will reach out to you, willing to work things out, which is a clear indication that you matter to them. If they didn't care, they would have simply disappeared, holding on to their anger and resentment, refusing to communicate with you anymore. I hope you can resolve the situation, and as the Strength card advises, I wish you the strength and patience needed to get through this and make your relationship stronger. For those who chose deck number 4, the deck is lying horizontally for a reason, because this is a horizontal tarot deck. I think you'll enjoy looking at these images because every time I lay them out, I myself enjoy studying the artwork they present. So think about the person you have in mind as we'll first look at who they are energetically, and then we'll explore what thoughts they have about you. I would say that this person is quite sociable, bright, interesting, and likely sensitive and romantic. I can't say definitively what gender this person is, as this could be either a man or a woman. But it seems to me that you are connected with them in a romantic relationship, possibly with some level of mutual affection. And the theme is love and personal relationships. The person, as I mentioned, is romantic, emotional, sociable, and focused on building relationships. However, the card in the middle indicates that they are struggling to make a decision. It's as though they're facing two equally valid options and they're feeling stuck, too stressed to choose. I believe this may be connected to you, meaning that you may be waiting for this person to finally make a choice and decide what they want. Or perhaps you've put them in a position where they need to make a decision, which is causing them a great deal of stress. Let's now look at whether they are thinking about you, and if so, what exactly they are thinking. I'd say that this person occasionally thinks about you, but when they do, it feels as if they would rather not, because thinking about you forces them to confront the need to make that choice. And it seems genuinely difficult for them. Right now, they are in a state of emotional withdrawal, more focused on their own desires and needs. It's like they feel the need to shield themselves from you, to close themselves off. When thoughts of you break through, perhaps when you reach out to them, reminding them that you're still waiting for clarity, it causes them stress and they try to shut it out as much as possible. It's as if they're deliberately dragging things out, perhaps because they're exhausted. Remember, I keep referring to this person as he, but it could be either a man or a woman. This person seems tired, closed off, wanting to retreat from the world so that no one bothers them. As a result, they're distancing themselves from you mentally and avoiding thoughts of you. Let's see whether this is likely to change in the near future. I would say that even in the near future, their thoughts will remain focused on achieving their own independence and goals that benefit them personally, in an effort to maintain their own peace and stability. It doesn't seem like their focus will shift toward you. Instead, they will continue to be preoccupied with themselves, their feelings, and their interests. They may keep an eye on you, but there won't be any direct communication, messages, or meetings. Their mindset isn't on taking any active steps towards you or making any definitive decisions about your relationship. However, I also don't see them giving you a clear no, as in, I don't want to continue this relationship or I don't want to see you. It seems like they're doing everything they can to avoid taking responsibility for making a decision or answering for their actions. Now, let's take a look at the advice for you on how to handle this period in a way that's most beneficial and gentle for you. I would tell you that it feels like you need to arm yourself with patience and calmness. There's no need to take any active steps regarding this person. Instead, focus more on your own life and the new opportunities that are opening up to you because you're leaving this person behind. The cards here even suggest that you should take a look at your close circle, your friends who can support you and with whom you can go out, have fun, and distract yourself from the unpleasant situation that has unfolded for you. Doing this may help you go through this period in a gentle way, without unnecessary sorrow. I can even see that this may open up new horizons for you. You might end up traveling somewhere, going out with someone, meeting new people, or having a fun time in a different city. This could lead to a new perspective on your life, where you see new places, meet new people, and form new connections. It's as if you need to take advantage of the situation. If this person doesn't want to make any concrete decisions about you, let it go and focus on those who truly value you, who are there for you, and who will support you. Be active for yourself in your own life, and don't waste time on meaningless waiting, especially since we see that nothing will change in this person's behavior. Otherwise, you'll just be wasting your precious time. Why waste it when you could spend it on yourself instead? I understand it might feel painful and sad, but your close circle will undoubtedly support you, and you will be able to let off steam so that you don't dwell on the negative aspects that might arise from your situation with this person. So you've reviewed all the options in the readings I've prepared for you. I hope something resonated with you, and that you found the answer you were seeking regarding this person who has been troubling you. Now, you likely understand how best to act moving forward and can manage the situation and the relationship with this person. I wish you luck, a pleasant day or evening, and I look forward to seeing you in future videos.